I've got you on my monitor, just twisted towards my bed, and I'm literally just laying down watching this.
That's not an issue. Let me know when you're in the stream, and then I'll start the game. Because I want you to see the Snake Eater intro.
Alright, just got it.
What do you see? Can you see the big boss menu?
Yes. English, French, Spanish.
You got something in your nose.
I
Alright.
will not just dignify that with a laugh.
We'll not even schedule a laugh. Pardon me. A cat has landed on me while I'm gaming.
Good.
Alright, let's watch this intro.
Oh shit, it's cinema.
Oh my god. Absolute cinema.
Oh, so this is where this music comes from. Okay.
Yeah. The game is called Snake Eater.
Does he eat a snake?
Yes. He might even eat a tree frog in a trial to survive. Snake
Wow.
Eater. I give my life, not for honor, but for you.
Thank you, headache, go jingles.
Someday you'll go through the rain. Someday you'll be on a tree frog. I'm forcing you to sit through all the codec calls.
I'm in pain.
You're sitting through peak right now, so can't complain.
Oh my god, it's just raining outside.
Oh damn, for real?
Yes.
Damn.
Also, I've decided to actually sit down.
It's the way I find to you. Still not you. Snake Eater.
Which reminds me of my favorite day in history, September 11th.
Whoa.
I never said what year.
Still. Whoa. See, my favorite day is November 19th, 2001.
My actual favorite day is March 21st, because then it's 3, 2, 1, go shoot.
That's sick. That is sick. Oh, what's special? What's special? Do we have any basic actions? A photo album?
I have to mute the stream so I'm not trying you twice.
I'm sorry.
Go.
I'm playing MGS series for the first time. I like MGS 1, I like MGS 2, I like MGS 3. Which one should I do?
I like MGS too.
I like MGS 2.
I too like MGS too.
After the end of World War II,
Alright,
the
turn
world
up the
was split
stream
into
a little
two,
bit so you can
East and
hear
West.
what the game
This
got
marked
to
the
say.
beginning of the era called the Cold War.
Okay. I will also probably get food soon.
Fine. That's fair. Might do the same.
On the calls.
Flying over Pakistan, altitude 30,000 feet.
Approaching Soviet airspace.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right. You ready to go?
Holy shit, is that Leon?
Still showing a high pressure
Might
mass.
be Leon.
Cav okay.
Good. We've got high visibility.
About to be me in a second. Yo, who's that? Who's that? Who's that?
To interior connector.
Yo, who's that?
It's Biden.
Holy shit, is that Gaiden? From my favorite.
Biden.
Is that Gaiden from my favorite game, MGS2?
Approaching release point.
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey,
that metal.
are you deaf?
We're solid. So.
Hey, are you deaf? Put out the cigar, damn it. Actually, let me spark.
Yeah.
No, I left my lighter in a different
Depressurization
room.
complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
Actually, I lied. There's one on the ground.
Sunrise.
Sunrise. Psychomantis. Ow, my knee
External
stopped.
temperature minus 46 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear.
Activate bailout bottle.
This is one for the history books. The world's first Halo jump.
No, they
10
came
seconds to
back.
drop off. Stand by. Status okay. All green.
Prepare for drop off. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just don't be returned.
Spread your wings.
And fly. God be with you.
Alright, I'm about to be out. Holy shit! Holy shit!
He's doing so many front flips.
Bro,
He
he's
really hater.
he's Hideo Kojima.
Jack, I've got some important news.
Jack.
The head of the CIA.
Wow, that game was amazing. Thank you, Headache Kojangas.
Virtual mission.
Virtual mission. No, virtuous
The future
mission.
of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission. Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB-754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov. Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin to orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story, so why do you want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his
You're
country
telling
and his
me that
family
he's a
behind and
regular
went over the
Oppenheimer?
fence.
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the west. We used a mole to get the family out first, and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than
One
600
piece.
miles to get from the
One
research
piece.
facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles in Cuba. The President demanded that the Soviets
It
dismantle
feels so
and remove
weird
the
seeing
missiles.
real life stuff.
At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba.
Well, this game
But the
does take
Soviets
place
didn't
in
back down,
1969.
instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba, and so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he
Did you
working
just hear
on?
that, Brennan?
At the time, we had no idea. We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handing him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight. Then, a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. What's more, it's on the verge of completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No, missiles.
Same technology.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is Sokolov still in the facility?
No, according to our intelligence, he's in Selinoyarsk, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
The Virgin Cliffs. Nice name for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us.
Alright, enough dialogue. Time to present day.
Anyways, we're playing a video game.
Hmm. 」
When would be a good time for me to go
Listen
through
up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino Yask in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the West.
Probably during the Kodak calls. Or where are you getting food from? Just from the kitchen?
If we don't get Sokolov back before
Kodak
the
calls.
is complete,
After I
we'll be
land.
facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking.
Gotcha.
Once we've
Just
confirmed the
kill
rescue of Sokolov,
I
stand
mean,
by at the
like, he
recovery
seems
point.
chill,
A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be
You're saying
pumped
they
into
should
the
kill
balloon
off
to inflate it.
Sokolov?
The process takes about 20 minutes.
I mean,
Once
I'm
it's
not
complete,
saying it's
guns
the
will start to latch
solution,
onto the balloon and
but
pull
I'm
it
saying
out.
it's
The
a
floating surface
solution.
air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat proven.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat talon?
She's equipped with two 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as two 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong,
You'll be eating dinner, breakfast.
and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
I need you to see this reveal before you go get food. No, my bag!
Oh,
Bro. He's so cool. He's so
he
cool,
dropped his lunch.
but he landed so cool. Who is it? Who is it?
That's right. It's right in the fight. It's right.
It is actually Jack.
The river.
Yes, actually Jack the Ripper. See, it's actually Raiden.
Well, yeah. I mean, I saw the white hair earlier.
Okay. No.
I knew that this was right.
Alright, just hold on. Watch a
You're
little bit of the Kodak call and then I'll
already
let
in
you.
enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
Oh, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
You've eaten one before, haven't you?
Okay,
In
right?
survival training.
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be...
This doesn't sound like
I'll be
Raiden to
Tom.
me.
Call me Major Tom. Oh, and Snake.
Sounds like
Yeah,
Snaden.
The crew isn't watching anymore. You can take off the disguise now.
good idea. This isn't right. Time for the snake to shed his skin.
Holy shit, it's Snake.
Right.
Yeah, it's not Raiden. It's Snake.
Oh, what is he doing?
Sneaky behind a
Taking it all
tree.
in.
taking it all in. He's sneaking behind a tree, crouching down.
Can you hear me, Major Tom? This is Snake. Kept you waiting, huh?
This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely
Okay,
naked, just as your
basically,
name implies.
you can go
Great.
grab food now.
Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes.
Hey,
I
see.
suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No, there's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha.
Nah,
Getting
Kodak
back to
clothes
the
are cool.
subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
To climb a tree, stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy and press the action button. I'll be monitoring your progress over the radio. We can't risk violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship. My frequency is 140.85. I'll give you a call if I need to talk to you. If you need to talk to me, use the send function. Okay, Snake, go get your backpack. I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake. To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack. In the survival viewer, choose Weapon from the backpack. Your available weapons will be displayed in a window in the upper left. From that list, choose the weapon you want to equip and press the Enter button. For other equipped items, just do the same thing from Item.
Got it. Use the survival viewer backpack.
Yep, that's right. Survival is fundamental to this mission. After you've been out in the field for a while, your stamina will start to drop. If your stamina gets too low, it'll affect your performance. You won't be able to shoot accurately, for example, and your wounds won't heal as smoothly. Keep an eye on your stamina so you don't run out. To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna. You can use either your tranquilizer gun or your knife to hunt.
My only weapon is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun?
That's right. It's been fitted with its own suppressor. However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire. Once its durability reaches 0, the noise suppression effect will be gone. So don't get too trigger-happy with it. The suppressor's durability is shown in the icon. Any weapons and equipment beyond what you're carrying now, you'll have to find as you go.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
Solo covert actions are standard Fox operating procedure. You can't leave any traces of your presence. No weapons, equipment, footprints, sweat, or bodily waste. The same goes for bullets and cartridges, too. Your presence in enemy territory is already a violation of international conventions of warfare. There aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia. It could spark an international incident. You can't let anyone see you. You can't let the enemy know you're there. This is a stealth mission. You're a ghost, Snake, in every sense of the word. And there'll be no rescue if you're captured. The military and US government will deny any involvement in the affair.
Then I'll just have to take care of myself, huh?
I'm afraid so. You've been given a fake death pill for that purpose. SIS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide capsule. Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to.
How generous of you.
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy. It'll send you into a state of false death for a short time.
Fooling them into thinking that I'm really dead. So how do I come back to life?
Just take the revival pill.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission?
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to bring you back. Remember that.
I'll keep it in mind. You said this was a solo mission, right?
Right.
I guess that means I can't count on any reinforcements.
Correct. The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army.
Relax. There's a support team ready to back you up over the radio.
Who?
I'll introduce them to you. This time, survival is of utmost importance. The first member of the support team will be in charge of monitoring your physical condition, acting as a medic, so to speak, as well as recording your mission data. She's a member of Fox as well, and she's here on the gunship with me.
She?
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
Paramedic.
As in a medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Are you going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
My name, huh? It's John Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield. After a week, no one has a name. What's your name?
Jane Doe.
Very funny.
I wasn't joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive. My frequency is 145.73.
She's also in charge of recording your mission data. Whenever you want to save, send a message over the reserved save frequency, 140.96.
So saving lets me record my mission data.
That's right. It also records the state of your health.
Good to know.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Huh?
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you? A legendary soldier and your mentor. Actually, it was the boss that got the DCI's authorization in the first place. She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
The boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Jack, is that you? How many years has it been?
Boss?
That's right. It's me. Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
It's been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
You've lost weight.
You can tell just by the sound of my voice.
Of course I can. I know all about you.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Why'd you disappear on me all of a sudden?
I was on a top-secret mission. You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No, I taught you everything you needed to know about fighting techniques. I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a soldier? I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique. And the only thing you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most important is spirit. Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself. Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield. And politics are a living thing. They change along with the times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
Is that why you abandoned me?
No, it had nothing to do with you. I already told you, Jack. I was on a top-secret mission. A soldier has to follow whatever orders he's given. It's not his place to question why. But you're looking for a reason to fight. You are a natural-born fighter, but you're not quite a soldier. A soldier is a political tool, nothing more. That's doubly true if he's a career soldier. Right and wrong have no place in his mission. He has no enemies and no friends. Only the mission. You follow the orders you're given. That's what being a soldier is.
I do whatever I have to get the job done. I don't think about politics.
That's not the same thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying in the Orient, loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
It means devoting yourself to your country.
I follow the president and the top brass. I'm ready to die for them if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their terms are up, others will take their place.
I follow the will of the leader, no matter who's in charge.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The times. People's values change over time, and so do the leaders of a country. So there's no such thing as an enemy in absolute terms. The enemies we fight are only enemies in relative terms, constantly changing with the times. As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing in anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think?
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
All right, but do me a favor.
What is it?
Call me Snake.
Snake? Oh, right. Your codename is Snake. It suits you well.
That's right. The legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a snake. The Cobra unit, a group of heroes that brought the war to an end and saved the world. As long as you've got a legendary hero backing you up, you'll be fine. Isn't that right, Snake?
Yeah. I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss.
Yes?
It's good to hear your voice again.
Same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive? Snake, you are always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings. But this is the jungle. Survival is going to be key. Those CQC techniques I taught you are sure to come in handy.
CQC? Close quarters combat, huh? I've been in the Green Berets for the past few years. I'm probably pretty rusty.
Not to worry. I'll be here to help you remember. After all, this is your first actual survival mission. I'll be supporting you over the radio.
Where are you, boss? Next to the Major?
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard a Permit-class submarine in the Arctic Ocean.
My frequency is 141.80. Call me if you need my advice on battle techniques.
Gotcha.
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov. Dr. Sokolov is being held in an abandoned factory located to the north of your current position. Avoid heavy combat and don't let anyone see you. Don't forget that this is a stealth mission.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
Yo, Brennan, are you back?
Yep.
Did you see any of that Kodak call?
No, I just got back.
Unfortunate. They just dropped some lore, so you might want to go back on the stream.
I don't need to.
You don't care about the lore?
No.
Man.
I mean, not yet. I'm gonna be playing these games.
I mean, yeah, but they just dropped cool lore and shit. He talked to the boss, and that was interesting.
Let's see. No.
Basically, I accidentally went and got the backpack that he dropped, and they did the basically lore and set up the story of this mission.
Nice.
Also, the boss called in and dropped bars and wisdom on Snake. I think you should go back in the stream and listen to it, but that's up to you, I guess.
Hold on, I'm dealing with one right.
I guess later on, return to that codec call. It kind of just introduces the boss and all the characters that I can call through the codec.
Okay.
Excellent gameplay here.
Stunning.
Oh, look what I have to deal with.
But
I don't know if you look, but alligators.
oh, I didn't know what that was. Oh, yeah, I knew that.
Damn it. Damn it.
Multi, you fucking sprayed milk everywhere.
Damn, this guy is not dying.
Yeah, the gator. I don't know why you're surprised. I will say in probably about half an hour, I do need to get a little nap in before I organize a tournament.
That's fine.
And that'll be a good 4 hour.
I'm just gonna be playing this, so you're good.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory is already a violation of international law. We can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
The Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen. The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage. Change your camouflage by
Camouflage is
selecting
cool and all, but let's camouflage these
Survival
bullets
Core.
into your head.
The uniform option lets you pick your uniform, while the face option lets you change your face paint. Choosing camouflage that blends in with your surroundings
I don't know.
will
The
help
face
you
paint
conceal
is cool
yourself
as
more
fuck.
effectively.
Because I can
Also, don't forget
show
that
you
anything
combinations
that
of
moves will stand
things.
out in the jungle. If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted. But if you
No.
crawl instead, you should be able to sneak by without being noticed.
Bars.
You can see how effective your camouflage is by looking at the camo index. The camo index shows how well your current camouflage blends in with the surrounding area.
Basically, the same state.
The
Do not
higher
be
the
an idiot.
value, the harder you are to spot, and vice versa. The key is to make yourself one with nature. Keep that in mind as you go along, okay?
What? What the fuck? Damn, I'm pissed.
What?
In my other game playthrough, I had an America mask on, America face paint. Whatever. I guess I'll be Gaiden.
You get no patriotism. Well, it's red. Oh. Yay, bug juice.
Yay, bug juice.
HQ, please respond.
I fucked up.
This is HQ.
Maybe done.
Patrol here. We're being attacked. Enemy position unknown. Going into high alert. Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements.
I fucked up. I mean,
Snake, do not get seen. Gets immediately seen.
shut up.
Bang.
What the? Guess I'm safe, huh?
No!
Who's that?
Damn it!
It's over.
This is HQ. Acknowledged. Eliminate all enemies.
Damn, what are you doing to that man?
For real. Trying to get loot.
Whoa,
I'm trying to get loot.
that's pretty rude. You should give them a light concussion and they may give you a snack.
Bro, look at Snake. Look at how many shots he got. He is bleeding.
He'll be fine.
He is bleeding profusely.
He'll be fine.
By the way, there are no rations. It is a slow regen health system.
Neat.
I might have just taken out this entire area.
They said it was a stealth mission. Didn't listen.
Why listen when I'm just a badass?
Exactly.
I'm totally Solid Snake, bro. I'm the best.
I'm totally him.
When you play as Snake in Smash Brothers, that's based off of me. Solid Snake grin. Haha, he got attacked by bees. And all the guards are running away.
Should have been stronger than the beans.
Huh, I wonder what happens.
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump. I can't see Sokolov from here. The security is pretty tight.
I can't see
There are
blood.
sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the
I'm giving
northeast section.
fantastic
Northeast
content.
section. Got it.
Be careful.
It's Metal
Your
Gear
mission is
Solid
to bring
before.
Sokolov back alive. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. Do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Metal Gear Solid,
Oh,
Return of
one more
Trafalgar.
thing, Snake.
You mean
So it's
there's
come
more?
to this.
No, it's just that when you
You're
get
not
Sokolov,
winning this fight,
I want you to
Brosif.
tell him something from me.
Just Snake and Big Boss in
Sorry
a
for being
gunfight, so it's come to this.
Yes.
Understood.
That's how I'm
Beginning my approach
expecting
to the
for
target.
to be. Are there any snakes here? I'm hungry. What's Snake doing?
Oh shit, he's making a lot of noise, bouncing his ass against that barrel. Just going dum 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 dum.
Holy shit, there's a snake there.
Holy shit, some dog is wagging its tail against that barrel outside. Oh. Eat it! Oh, well, never mind.
You know what?
Wow, you really are a snake.
I'm going to leave that item.
Huh? What's going on? Radio, where's our backup?
Oh fuck, I killed him. Damn it. What the fuck is there to see? I just slid on everybody.
They can't see you if they're knocked the fuck out. That's how real stealth is done.
Facts. Facts. Honestly, I did not think that was going to go as well as it did. Unfortunately, I did kill one person, which sucks. I was trying to go for a pacifist run.
Are you one of Vulcan's men? You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
I have a message.
No.
What is it?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Hey, no.
Did he know?
What does it mean?
It means He's a man of his word. But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of Gru. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? Never heard of him.
He's a member of the Army's extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been
Here,
pursuing a policy
while
of
we're
peaceful
gonna need to get
coexistence
out of
with the
here
West.
quickly, let me give you a bit of
Despite
exposition first.
resistance and criticism from
This is
Fox
every
News
MGS game.
and the provincial
It's great.
authorities,
Wonderful.
Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely. In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volgin of the GRU. He has control over another secret weapons research facility much like this one, OKB-812, known as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power. The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then, the soldiers outside.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me. Even if it meant killing me in the process, or so it would seem. Volgin will come. I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
By the way, your Russian is superb. Where did you learn to speak it?
From my mentor.
Is that so? America is truly a frightening country.
Having second thoughts?
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
I managed to get past them.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss some time ago.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
Damn, what happened with the boss?
Really just a weak signal. I'm sure it is just that and nothing else.
Bro,
He does not know what he's doing.
Bro, he's so cool. I'm summoning
He got
magic.
his hands up.
I'm summoning magic against you. Wait till I ponder my orbs.
Then you'll be dead. Nope.
Freeze!
this might be because I killed all those guards.
That might do it.
That might have been the reason.
So this is the legendary boss.
This is the legendary boss.
Huh? We meet at last.
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz. Huh. What's a GRU soldier doing here?
Soldier?
He's the Ocelot commander.
Ha! That's Major Ocelot to you. And don't you forget it.
He does that shit every game. Also, yes.
Sokolov is ours. Now get out of here.
Yippee.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
What?
What?
Bad aim. Good aim.
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the GRU.
Sokolov, take cover.
Huh. You're not the boss, are you?
Oh my god, man.
GRU operatives!
Now hold on.
What is that stance? Huh. That gun. If you're not the boss, then die.
Major! Leave it! Shoot the other one! Whoa!
Snake being pretty nice, honestly.
Yeah.
You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do.
You need to pull a
But testing
Breaking
a
Bad.
technique
Grab
you've
the
only
bullet.
heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
You filthy American dog!
But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
Major, do you read me?
I read you. Snake, you alright?
I've run into a few snags. These guys were after Sokolov too. Apparently they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgan.
A GRU colonel?
Part of an internal Soviet power struggle, according to Sokolov. Something between the KGB and GRU. Between Khrushchev's supporters and Volgan's.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I don't like it. Something about the whole thing stinks.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Sokolov ran off by himself, but I'll catch up to him.
We're counting on you.
He's dead. Yeah, Raul. Alright. Now that we're done with the cutscene, now seems like a good time for me to pass out and die.
That's fine.
And
That means I will be ending the stream because I have another save.
yep. It's hopefully too.
Alright, later.
But
Saving the game, Snake? Hey, Snake, you ever heard of Godzilla King of Monsters?
No, what is it?
It's a movie. You haven't seen it?
Nope.
It's about this monster called Godzilla, who grows to an enormous size in a nuclear test and goes on a rampage in Tokyo.
Nuclear test, huh? Then the Marshall Islands must be crawling with giant monsters right about now.
It's just make-believe.
Maybe that's why my pants have been so tight lately.
Snake, it's a movie, not a report out of Los Alamos.
I know. So then what happened?
Godzilla is immune to all weapons, and humanity has no way to stop the monster. Dr. Shirazawa develops a new type of weapon, but meanwhile, Godzilla is getting closer and closer to Tokyo, obliterating everything in its path. It was originally a Japanese movie, but they made an American version too. I recommend seeing the original Japanese one if you ever get the chance. It's mostly mindless fun, but it's also got a serious anti-nuke message as well.
Where can I see the original?
You'll just have to go to Japan.
Really? That's too bad.
Well, if you wait 40 years, you might be able to see it in America too.
Why's that?
2004 will be Godzilla's 50th birthday.
You think they're still going to be making Godzilla movies then?
Of course! Everybody loves Godzilla.
You sure know a lot about movies.
I don't suppose you're the movie-watching type, are you?
Not really.
Okay, then I'll tell you everything I know. When the going gets tough, movies can save your life. It's always good to be able to look at things from a different perspective when you get in a jam. That's the magic of movies.
No kidding. Well, I guess it might at least make a nice distraction.
That's the spirit, Snake. Have a little fun.